I take a lot of pride in being the girl who always has everything with her in her bag. If you need something while we're out, I've probably got it in here. So here's everything that I keep in my bag, plus a few extras that I swap in and out depending on where I'm going. This is the bag that I use every single day, and it's actually the only handbag that I own. I have a few larger bags like this one, but this is only for like if I'm going to work or something. This is a Coach Terry shoulder bag in signature canvas. These I believe currently cost like £259 if you buy through Coach Outlet. However, I managed to get this one way cheaper. Hold on, let me put it there so I don't have to hold it this whole time. While I was over in California visiting my boyfriend last year, I noticed that Coach were doing this $20 off orders over $150 deal. So I went to one of the outlet stores over there and I managed to buy that for $193 with the discount, which with the conversion rate comes to about £150, which I thought was a pretty good bargain. The bag comes with the short strap and also the long strap, and to be honest, I pretty much keep the long strap on it like permanently. Even though it does look cuter with the short strap, like this looks adorable, I just find it kind of annoying having it here, so I keep it on the long strap. I also bought this Hello Kitty gold charm for it, which I do keep on it sometimes. However, the noise that it makes when I walk is kind of annoying. It does that constantly. So I took it off. The only other thing that I have on it is this little charm right here, which is actually a Shadow the Hedgehog charm.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd.
I just put it on one day and I haven't taken it off since. I think it's kind of cute. So the number one thing that I keep in my bag with me all the time is water. I have this fear of being stuck somewhere and really needing some water, but I don't have any with me. It's happened a few times, to be fair. As soon as I start getting dehydrated, I get really bad headaches, so I try and keep some water with me wherever I go. Obviously, a regular size water bottle is not gonna fit in here, so I use the little one. You can probably buy these, but I get these whenever I fly to and from California. These tiny water bottles come with the in-flight meals, so I always save them and use them for my handbag. And it fits perfectly. The second thing I always have with me is tissues. I get really bad allergies in the summer. My hay fever is vicious. Funny story, one time I went out shopping with my sister and I needed a tissue so bad. Like, you know when you're like, my nose is literally running, like I need a tissue. And I completely forgot to bring tissues with me, so I said to my sister, like, please tell me you have a tissue. And she was like, I have this used one in my pocket if you're desperate. And I was like, I'm literally desperate, please give me that. So I had to use my sister's used tissue. It was so gross. So ever since then, I'm like, I will not leave the house without a packet of tissues because that was a dire situation. I'm not proud of that. Honestly, this handbag is pretty big. My biggest fear when I bought this handbag was, is there gonna be enough space for all of the things that I like to ship around with me? But honestly, I don't feel like I've ever had any problems with space in this bag. Next thing I always bring with me is my sunglasses. This is literally just a cheap pair from Primark, but I think I have like 2 pairs of these specific sunglasses. Sometimes if I run out of space in my bag, I keep these just like on my head. And obviously in the winter, I don't carry around sunglasses, but because it's summer right now, these are normally in here. Another thing I always try and carry around with me is a little thing of hand sanitizer. Ever since COVID, I've always carried around hand sanitizer with me. I just don't feel like there's any reason not to carry around hand sanitizer. You never know when you might need it, or you might end up touching something that you're like, ooh, let me get that off my hands ASAP. I actually have some hand sanitizer on a little keychain attached to my car keys. So if I have my car keys in here, if I'm driving somewhere, I will take this out because I don't need 2 lots of hand sanitizer. But in the case that I'm not taking my car keys out with me, I'll just pop this in my bag. Another non-negotiable for me is having a lip balm with me. Have you guys ever been out somewhere and your lips feel so like dry or sore and you're like, I just wish I had some lip balm with me right now, and you don't have anything? And once you become aware of it, it just bothers you for the rest of the time that you're out. It's happened to me so many times. So wherever I go, I always have one of these with me. It's just an original Nivea one. I own like 5 of these. I keep them in all my different coat pockets or bags or whatever. Next up, I always carry this thing with me. This was actually gifted to me by Colourpop like years ago, and it's a little hairbrush slash mirror that pops out like that. I love this because it's so small, it's so condensed, and the design is cute. I think it was part of their Alice in Wonderland collection, so it's designed to look like a little pocket watch or something. Because I have really long hair, my hair gets kind of like tangled and messy sometimes, so I always try and carry a hairbrush with me. And obviously the fact that it comes with a mirror as well is great. You can buy mini hairbrushes if you prefer to carry around like an actual hairbrush, but considering this takes up like half the size and it has a mirror in it as well, I normally just bring this with me. And again, if I ever run out of space in my handbag, say I have something extra in here that I need to carry around, it comes on a keychain so I can just clip it to the outside of my bag. The only downside to this is if it's flipped that way and you look at it from a distance, it looks like I'm carrying around handcuffs. I've literally had somebody say to me once, like, why do you have handcuffs on your bag? And I'm like, what? It's just my hairbrush. Something that I carry around with me all the time that I always get made fun of for is ketchup. And let me tell you the story of why I always carry around a packet of ketchup with me. I don't eat ketchup with like everything, just if I'm going somewhere and I have like fries or something, I don't know. But one time it was my birthday and we decided to go to Nando's. So I went to Nando's, got my chicken, got my peri fries, and to really enjoy my Nando's peri fries, I need to have them with ketchup. So I was looking for the ketchup and I couldn't find ketchup anywhere. If you've been to a Nando's before, you'll know that they normally have like loads of ketchup bottles. So I asked the staff, I was like, sorry to be weird, but like, do you guys not have any ketchup in this entire establishment? And they were like, oh no, sorry, we've completely run out of ketchup.
What?
What do you mean you've completely run out of ketchup? Like, that's crazy. But I was like, oh, okay. No worries, that's fine. So I unfortunately had to eat my birthday Nando's with no ketchup, which is not a big deal.
There's people that are dying.
But I was like, you know what? This meal would have been so much better if I actually had some ketchup. And that is why I always carry around a packet of ketchup with me. Another thing I always carry around in my bag is a straw. I love drinking out of straws. I use a straw with every single drink. I have really sensitive front teeth, so whenever I drink something really cold, it can like hurt my gums. A lot of places these days don't offer straws, so I bring one with me. So that's everything that I keep in like the main bit of my bag. I do have a couple of pockets in here. Up in this top bit, I literally just keep cash. I don't carry around like a purse or a wallet. I keep my ID and my debit card in the back of my phone. So I keep a little bit of cash with me, like maybe just £5 or £10 in the pockets of my bag. And I also keep any like loyalty cards in the pocket as well. Next up, I have a glasses cleansing wipe. I will either use these in case my sunglasses get kind of like fingerprints on them. I also wear glasses when I drive, so I keep one of these on me in case anything gets on my glasses. Painkillers, like I said, I get headaches quite easily, so I normally keep some form of painkillers with me just in case. Also, the amount of times that I've been at work or out with friends and they're like, oh my god, I have such a headache, and I'm like, do you want paracetamol? And they're like, you have some? Of course I have some.
All right, this is it, people. Let's move. Let's go, 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 go.
Another cute little mini thing that I have is this tiny little floss. Never know when you might need it. It literally weighs nothing, so I keep it in here. What else we got? A nail file. So useful. The worst thing ever is being out and you chip your nail and it's got like a really sharp bit on it, and then you like scratch yourself with it and you're like, oh my god, this is so annoying. I always keep a nail file on me just so if I ever get any sharp bits on my nail, I can just file them off. This is also useful in case you get like a sharp bit on anything. Like for example, if something happened and I got like a sharp bit on the corner of my bag, I don't know, I could literally just use this to like file it down ever so slightly so it doesn't scratch anyone. You never know what might happen. I also keep some hair clips and a hair tie. I drive a convertible, so if I have the roof of my car down, I just tie my hair up to stop it from blowing everywhere. And I also have these pretty vicious curtain bangs, so if I'm ever doing something where I really need my hair out of my face, I just clip them up. And the last thing that I keep in my bag all the time are these little tokens. These are just for whenever I go shopping, if I need to use one of the shopping trolleys, and then a pound coin because it works as a trolley token, and also just in case I ever need a pound for something. And that's pretty much it for the things that I always keep in my bag. There are some extra things that I swap in and out depending on where I go, so I will show you those next. If I'm going somewhere outside or it's a really sunny hot day, I will keep this with me. This is the Dr. Jart sunscreen stick, and you just put it on like this. You can go under or over makeup, so if I'm going somewhere and I know I'm gonna be outside, I just pop this in my bag just in case I start to feel like I need some more SPF or I can like literally feel my face burning. I also have this little case on it, so if I really run out of space, I can just pop it on the side. If I'm gonna be out all day, and again it's like a hot day, I can never go wrong with a mini deodorant, or if I know I'm gonna be going out for a meal or something, then I might bring this little thing of mouthwash. Sometimes if I don't bring the mouthwash, I will bring my box of mints, but again it completely depends on where I'm going. If if I'm only going out for like an hour or so, then I probably won't bother with these. Lastly, something else that I will pop into my bag if I feel like I need it is a little thing of perfume. If I'm going out somewhere special or if I'm meeting up with someone, I might bring one of these with me. I have a bunch of these tiny little perfume samples, and you can often get these for free. A bunch of these are Charlotte Tilbury ones that I got sent as part of a PR package. So these are really useful for just like throwing one in my bag if I ever feel like I might need a perfume top up at some point in the day. They're so small, they literally weigh nothing, but you do have to be careful because often these are made of glass, so you need to make sure that they don't smash in your bag. Sometimes I might carry around some makeup if I feel like I'm gonna need a top up somewhere. If I'm going out for a full day, I might bring a portable charger with me. And I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you carry in your bag that I don't, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out my Instagram and my TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!